So if you've had anybody out to your home and they know anything about attic ventilation, you're probably, if you've had 3 people out, they're all telling you something different. What we're going to do is talk about why that is and what you can do about it. Hi, I'm Jim Singletary at RoofSmart, and we're going to talk about why building code is different in different jurisdictions, in different times, and it seems to be applied differently to every house, and why different roofers care more or less. So let's get started. Most roofers don't read. They don't read directions, they don't read the things printed on labels, they just kind of hack things together. So that's most of the people in the business across the country. Here in the Seattle market, it's even worse because there's no test to become a contractor in the first place, let alone a roofing contractor. You file for your license, you pay $164, you're legit, technically. So if you don't know the codes, you never had to learn them, obviously you're gonna have a lot of people that don't follow them. Worse than that, if you live in a jurisdiction where the permit either isn't required for a re-roof or they don't check ventilation, then it's the Wild West, isn't it? That's number one. That's why you're going to get like wildly different information. So you'll have some people that just say, it looks fine, or we'll put it back the way that it was, or they don't look in the attic. They certainly didn't appear to do any math. They just kind of checked some boxes and said, this is what we're doing. That's attractive because you can be lazy and make money and make sales and give somebody a low price because you didn't fix anything. The other way is to read the directions, know what the law is, build codes, and manufacturer recommendations to set you up for success. That's our approach. Why is it different sometimes? Building code is the bare minimum legal, I guess, bedrock, because it's like the minimum safe standard for something, right? You can do things better, but you have to at least meet this minimum. Your home, your property, could have been built really at any time in the last 100 years. Basically, they didn't have real building science behind it. They just did stuff. What they found over time is that people were getting mold or excessive heat or early failures. Mold is the big one though. If you're getting a lot of mold, you had it ventilated to code when it was built, well, it didn't work, right? Anytime an update is made to your building, it has to be done to current code, whatever it was, whether that's electrical, plumbing, HVAC, roofing, all of those things have to be done to the current standards. Well, those standards are evolving over time. Our approach is teach you what it is, what building code is now, which is effectively a 1 in 150 ratio. So for every 150 square feet of attic floor space, 1 square foot of ventilation, split evenly between your intake and your exhaust. Maybe that sounds complicated, maybe it doesn't, but basically you want a fair amount of air moving through the attic. It's supposed to move through the whole attic. You're not supposed to have any blockages. You're supposed to have screens that aren't blocked. The insulation isn't supposed to block anything. The logic test is it working, right? Not was it done to code, but is it working? You're not supposed to do performative ventilation, like it's supposed to actually breathe. Okay, why does it matter? If you put a roof on and it doesn't meet current ventilation code, the manufacturer isn't going to warranty it. Like, you are going to have an early failure. You're going to think, I was sold this amazing warranty by this really charismatic roofing salesman. No problem. I'll file a claim. Well, we're on the other side of those. Believe it or not, roofers go out of business in this town. And we get the call because we have a great reputation for doing things correctly. We go out, we find out why it failed. Of course, we're certified with all the major manufacturers, so we get recommended by the manufacturer to come out and fix stuff. We go out, we find out why it failed. We find out it's ventilation. You're kind of out of luck. So if you go through the process of just replacing the roof again the way that it was, you get the same result. As a side note, if you really want to dig deep into the math and all of that, we've got a great article and video on it. We'll link it in the description below. All right, so now hopefully I've sold you on the idea that ventilation matters. And so when you're interviewing a roofer, you can ask them about the 3 elements of the building code. Number 1, ask them what the code is, right? What is the ratio that you need? They should know that, right? If they don't know that off the top of their head, don't hire them, right? It's basic stuff. 1 in 150, balanced, no blockages. You ask them what you need to do to meet code, and then you ask them what happens to the warranty if they don't do it. And if they just gloss over it, don't hire them. All right, well, thank you for watching. This is Jim Singletary at RoofSmart. We're in the Seattle market, so if you're in our market, definitely check out our website, read the Learning Center, check out our other videos, like and subscribe, and let's get together and nail it.